Welcome to the Stone Table. This isn't a stage, it's a gathering place. Here, lifters of all kinds bring their stories. The heavy, the honest, and the hard-earned. Real voices, real weight. Shared like a good pour among friends. Recorded in Ontario, Canada, and open to lifters everywhere. Sláinte.
Welcome back to the Stone Table podcast. I'm your host, Rebecca Innes, and today's episode has been a long one in coming. I've been chatting back and forth between these two guests as a couple and on their own. And if the conversations are anything like I've had with them so far, buckle up because it's going to be a ride. For those of you that have been on stone lifting online through Instagram, you'll know today's guests, not just for their lifts, but for the humor and honesty and the fact that they don't really take themselves too seriously, which in this world of stone lifting and sport and strength is absolutely refreshing. What I really want to talk to you about today, though, isn't just about stones. What's happened. See, they're already at it. It's what happens when you do it together. The travel, the failed lifts, the laughs. The reality of being a couple is very muddy, chalky, stubborn practice in this ritual and sport. So I'm really excited today to have both Tom and Kelly on the show. So grab a drink, settle in, and this one's more pub chat than probably stone lecture. Welcome to the show today, guys.
Hi,
Hey,
all
all
right.
right. How are you doing?
You all good?
Excellent. So as we start off with every guest, I usually chat about what we are drinking at the table. What do you guys got on tap today?
I've got coffee.
She's driving.
Very exciting.
I've got a Glen Moray
Excellent choice. Excellent
Yeah.
choice, Tom.
and some C4 for energy.
I've already had my Alani and I've got my coffee, but we're gonna go because it's only 7 a.m. here. I'm going to
Yes.
do a little bit of
Noon somewhere.
yeah, exactly. A little bit of Bailey's in mine. So cilantro to both of you. All right. So before we get into kind of the depths of stone lifting and all of that, just kind of tell us a bit about your story. Like how did it all start? Because looking back at your Instagram, I see Tom, like you started in strongman and then it kind of morphed into stone and then somewhere Kelly appears in this story. So tell us a bit about that, guys.
Yeah, so for me, it was like I've dabbled in strength stuff since I was younger, and then just got married, had kids, got like really fat, and then decided to get back into it. I had a coach and stuff, and he was just like, "Well, why don't you get back into it?" And I was like, "Well, okay." So I lost a load of weight again, got back into it, and then I just saw Jamie's games on. I think it was a Facebook post or something. I fancied that. Noticed that Wendy was doing it, Wendy Stewart. And I've met her at a couple of strength games just around the country, and she's always been like dead positive and real bubbly and sort of draws you in. So I was like, oh, well, if she's doing it, I'll go up. And then went and done it and just fell in love with it. It's like the primitive natures. For me, I prefer it to normal strength stuff
Mm-hmm.
because you're lifting a stone that's been there thousands of years and it's going to be there for thousands of years more. It's just got something more primitive about it. So I just enjoyed it. With Kelly, I think was I doing Britain's or England's? England's Strongest.
Yeah.
I was doing England's Strongest. So we met, that was our first date, the day before England's Strongest. And then because I went to open the door for the van, she's like, I'm an independent woman, I'll get out. So she got out and broke her ankle, yeah. So I literally ripped the piss out of her for 24 hours-ish, competed in England's, and then broke my ankle in the first event.
Oh my goodness. So Kelly, you had been in strength though before that, right? Or
I had never even been in a gym before that.
oh my gosh. Like, so how did that happen? Like, how did this all, it's remarkable, Kelly, because like, I know that for your first stone comp, you came in second and I know the crowd that you were up against and it's just kind of remarkable. So like,
Yeah.
tell us that. Like, it's just a wild ride. It's fast.
So obviously I met Tom and I had a broken ankle for 4 months.
Yeah.
So I was in a boot for 4 months. And then I'd always been quite a big girl, so I always wanted to do something about it, but I've got kids.
Mhm.
I was 13-hour shifts, didn't have time. So I joined the gym. When was it last?
December. 'Cause
Well,
he was going to join it on New Year's Eve, but no, New Year's Day.
yeah.
But I said, if you join for New Year's, you won't see it through. It's just that there's that catalyst, isn't there? Go the week before.
Yes.
Then it's not a New Year's resolution. It's just, it becomes you before all of that New Year, New Me bullshit.
Yes, I agree with that.
So I started that, and then obviously I'd been all his comps with him. So I've been up to Scotland, well, at least every month after that. And I've always loved watching it, and like the people you're with, they're lovely. They include you on everything. And then I'd been on a couple of stone
Come on a
tours.
tour, and
Yeah.
then so it was a tour with just 4 of us, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So it was me, Jamie McGregor,
Ross.
Ross McIntosh and Connor. So it's like it was a real small tour. We was up in Inverness way, and we just said to her, just lift it. I'm not going to lift it. People will laugh. No one here is going to fucking laugh at you. We're here.
Mhm.
This is it. This is all you can do. So
So I tried it there.
yeah,
And then for my 40th birthday, I thought, sod it, I'll do one of Jamie's games. So I was 40 and then obviously did that.
And then it's been nonstop ever since, essentially, from what I can see from are you gonna be competing then in some of the upcoming games then, or yeah?
I think I've got like 5.
yeah,
I've gone full in this year.
yeah. And then we've got sucked into another strongman thing, haven't we? Because of Gary.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, come and compete with like a proper strongman one." And I'm like, "I don't do that anymore, but we'll go and support you."
Yeah.
And now I'm like, "Fuck's sake, I've got to go and I've got to train for this because I don't do shit like that anymore."
And at 50, we know the toll that it takes, and we'll talk about that a little later in the episode about how we have to change with age when it comes to kind of our approach to training on these sports. But let's go back to that first stone tour that you were on.
Me or Kelly?
Well, let's start with yours, Tom, and then we'll talk to about Kelly's first one and how she left it and like what that dynamic was. So let's go back to your first, Tom.
So my first games was I actually just rocked up for games, didn't train for it, kind of couldn't train for it because didn't know anything about it, and then rocked up, and then I think there was 5 events and I won 4 out of 5 events, and was just like I say bitten. I was bitten by the community more than the sport. As I don't know, it sounds a bit weird, but in strongman you kind of cheer people on. In stones, you mean it. It's
Mhm.
like you actually want to be beat because there's that thing that you lift a stone today and it's the same stone tomorrow, but your handles might be slightly different. It might be cold, it might be wet, it might be slippery, there's just something about a stone that changes. And it's just, I quite like it. And I like that it keeps me engaged a lot more than anything else ever has. I get bored really easily, like really easily.
And
So
I think you came out first in that comp, right?
yeah.
And that's what I was astounded by, because for natural stones, it is really hard to just go into a comp. Like if you haven't been lifting, if you haven't had the loads on your chest. Again, I guess maybe your strong man helped with that transfer. Do you think?
I don't know, because I don't, there's parts of it that are transferable, but I think it's standalone on its own,
Hmm.
which is why you see some strongmen who will come and can't lift what people that can't lift what the strongmen lift. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like we've been on a stone tour with some pros, like top of the games, been in the worlds, like the last, they make the finals of World's Strongest Man, and couldn't lift the same stone that we were all lifting because it's different. It's a different technique. It's a different art, and it's something that the more you do, the easier it gets.
Yes.
It's never easy.
Yes. And so, Kelly, how did he sell you on going on this stone tour in the first place? Or did he just kind of say,
Pennies.
hey,
Sold her for pennies.
I was just going obviously to support him and
Mhm.
then just going on it. I don't think I've been Scotland
You hadn't
before
been
that.
doing
That was
that.
my first time in Scotland. So I
Just
was
when you
like,
come for a dirty weekend in a van, didn't you?
yeah, that was it really. And then obviously I turned up, didn't think I'd do anything. And then with Jamie and Ross and that went out the window. They all were like, come on, pick it up. So yeah, it didn't go the greatest, I don't think. I think I fell over a few times.
You didn't quit, did you? So
No, I didn't quit. I still give it a go,
no.
but
Well, if you don't fall over in a stone tour, I'm not sure if you've really had a stone tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. S- So on that trip, what stones were you lifting? Were you on the loop or
we went to Spade Bridge, wasn't No, well, it wasn't. What was
I
that
don't know.
bridge?
The-
Because you know where.
That was the Inverness one, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, the Old
So we
Spey?
did Old Spey.
Gorgeous location.
Yeah, stunning. And then we placed the stone at Old Spey, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, we placed the stone and
Ah.
then we didn't place the stone. We decided to walk it somewhere else. I had
Yeah.
to walk up and down the stairs with it.
Yes, that's right.
Cut myself to ribbons on the Old Spey stone. Then we went to, there were two stones that was like one of them was the first one ever in the Highland Games or something like that. Or there was record of it. I can't remember where it was, by some cemetery.
Okay.
But you're asking the wrong person. I literally just go and lift shit and come away and go, okay, I've done that.
No, and for those folks that are planning a stone tour in Scotland, the stones at the Spey Bridge, it's a must stop. Like it's
Oh,
they
100%.
do cut you up, but
Yeah.
can you kind of paint a picture of the location for those stones because it's absolutely gorgeous.
Bridge, water, grass.
Yeah, thank you, Tom, for being so romantic for our guests. It's a bit of a like you park along the side, you walk in. There's a gorgeous bridge. Like for us Canadians, it's just
it's a really nice old stone bridge. It looked like it's an old road bridge, but obviously you can't drive over it anymore. I don't think it's stopped now.
No, they stopped. Yeah,
But it's a really, really old-fashioned bridge, and it's got loads of like arches and stuff, and it's got a real fast-running river that goes through it. It's a really nice place to have a wee, isn't it, Kelly?
It is. It's very secluded.
Is that where we stopped for the pee break?
Yeah,
Captured it.
yeah, and sent it to her brothers.
Yeah.
The first stone that I saw you lifting, Kelly, and this is what actually started me wanting to do this episode with you both, was you were lifting on a beach somewhere, and
that's in Wales.
a dog had peed on the stone.
Yeah, that's my dog. Yeah, that's now called dog piss stone.
Excellent. I'm glad that it has such a fitting name. So that was when you had come back and started kind of lifting more, was it?
That was
pre-games there. So it's like training for your first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was about September last year, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
We went to Wales, and then obviously it wasn't sunny.
It was raining.
It was cold. Well, yeah, we were walking on the beach, and he was like, "Oh, we'll do some training." And then I found a stone that I couldn't pick up on that day, so I made him go back the next day because it had irritated me that I couldn't get it.
And then we couldn't find it. I mean, genuinely, we couldn't find it. So we went to the shop, then we came back, and we were like, well, can we lift some? We'll find some other stones. So we found about 4 or 5 different ones to lift, including dog piss stone.
Yeah.
And then as we were walking home, finished for the night, we found the stone.
And you shouldered.
Got it back.
I think she shouldered that one, didn't you, Kelly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
And
so you did it. Didn't quit it.
So this is what I want to get on to right now. And this is why I have Kelly, I'm sorry, but I've fallen in love with Tom and his Instagram posts and the way that he is so supportive of you. When you were lifting the stone, I don't know if it's like this every time that you're at a competition, but is Tom that like go and get it done, let's go, like talk to me about how important that has been on not only your journey through stone but through life as well, because this is a couples episode, so I just really wanted to highlight on that.
Yeah, he's like that on every single, it doesn't matter stone tour, if it's on our own or a comp, he shouts and whatever else. There is a support there, and he's like, he just doesn't want me to quit. So I am one of them ones that I will quit before I even try it. So I'll look at it and I'll just go, nah, I can't do that. Whereas he's the opposite, and he will give anything a go. So yeah, that's in everything, isn't it? Really.
Mm-hmm.
So he just pushes me because I know, well, he knows I can do it. I just don't tend to. I don't push myself.
Belief, innit? But you've had years of someone knocking you down, telling you can't and you're shit. So never let them win.
It's getting out of that and getting in.
Sorry.
So I can do it.
You're old, Tom. It's okay. I'm sitting on sandbags right now. I'm in my home gym because it's too bloody cold out in the garage today. It's about,
How's it? Oh,
yeah.
it's all right. Yeah, Jesus on the spot. We're aching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And like, I think that that's really important to talk about because you and I were speaking about this the other day, Kelly, is that like when I started my journey, it was 13 years ago or so that I touched my first stone. It was an Atlas stone at the time. And, we don't have similar story, but a similar background in the fact that, growing up, you're minimized, you're, put into a position where you're walking on eggshells, you shrink yourself, and whether it be a partner or parents or what have you, I really found that through my male coaches, because I've always had male coaches, the male coaches that I've had, my partner have really helped as I go through stone lifting I'm not recognizable to the woman I was 13 years ago. Like, do you think that that's been some of the beauty that it's not just about the stones for you? It's like who you found in this
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, it is that. And it's also me growing again. Because obviously I was never always like this. So it's finding me again, but obviously with the support that Tom gives me. And even others like when we go, Jamie and that, they all support you.
And the women as well.
And the women
like
are
Wendy and
yeah.
Mari.
Oh, definitely. And I've got a little girl, so she's 10.
Mm.
No, he's I don't know. She doesn't believe in herself either. And at 10, that is something I don't want.
But that tells you your hobbies are stupid.
Yeah,
And
so-
he's one of them. He just chips away at personal stuff. Just live and let live, man.
So
Do you know what I
obviously
mean?
when we do go, then my little girl will see strong women, and that's what I want. I don't want her to grow up thinking that she can't do something or
Yeah.
she has to be behind a bloke to do it. There are some strong women and some really strong-minded women, and that's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
love about it as well.
But we've took her to see friends of them like Eliza.
Oh yeah,
and
she's been to. She loved
so
the
you know
strong
the
woman.
strong woman at Doncaster.
Yeah.
Took her to Europe, I think it was.
Yeah.
First one, just to show her that there are women that are like. So I've got a friend of mine, Eliza's like under 72. Is it? I think 73. So I don't know what the women's weight categories are. 72.
Yeah, 72 kg.
Yeah, so under 72s. We've got women that are in the Opens. I've got like friends of mine that are in the Masters. So just took her to show that anybody can do anything if you believe in yourself or you got the right people around you.
Yeah.
And she loved it. She absolutely
she
loved it.
And then she's not keen on the cold, but now she wants to be there. So obviously I've signed up to quite a few, so is
Yeah,
Tom, and she wants to be there.
And the women are they're inviting. There's no bitchiness. So Wendy and Mari literally became friends with you on your first tour. And it's like a friendship. You feel that you've been in it for years. I have known them for years. And they made her feel welcome on day one. And there is none of that like cutthroat bitchiness. It come and do. And like Wendy saying, you're a shite bag if you didn't. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a
That's
shit.
my first Atlas Stone thing, and she said I was being shite. So
yeah.
And of course, too, we can't forget, and I haven't mentioned her yet in an episode yet, but Breezy Bird, like Jamie's
Gail's
Yeah.
a legend, honestly. And she started lifting now.
she did. She come on
She
the
come on
last
the
one.
last stone tour, yeah.
It was freezing, and she come with us.
Like I've been so amazed watching her as well through this whole thing because, Jamie started it and then she started to get involved in the organization and like she's fully in that. But if you look at all the pictures or most of the pictures that you see coming out of the McGregor Games, is Gail is in that is in the background and she's cheering people on. There's this one Tom of you. She's whispering something to you.
Yeah, I've actually got that on a canvas on my wall.
Yeah.
What was she saying there?
She went, don't be fucking shite. That's exactly what she said. And it was for the McGregor Stones, wasn't it? It's
Yeah.
the Walking Stones.
The Walking Stones.
I've just come back from Iceland about a week, I think, a week or two.
Yeah.
So, and I was still like, my arms are ripped to shit, like properly ripped to shit. And it's like, so I said to Jamie, like, we were doing the Stones. I think Mark Sheriff's Stones of Strength were there as well. So we had Atlas Stones. And I'm like, look, I'm going to have to put something over because like, we all do no tacky, no sleeves, no nothing. So I had to gaffer tape over it on the inside just to cover my arms. She was like, and they were just ripping and bleeding. And when I've done the walking stuff, she just let it in. She went, just don't be fucking shy. So in that picture, I've actually got on a canvas and it's stuck on my bedroom wall.
It's an absolutely wonderful image. But let's talk about that first games and both of your experiences. Because as I said, Kelly, you came in second. You also got the coveted Deborah Clarkson Award at that games. And Tom, how did you fare? I can't remember. Sorry, this is now suddenly becoming the Kelly show. But
Uh, I got another knife.
yes, that's right. You did get.
Yeah, another knife. So I think,
And usually, from what we've been seeing, because I had Isa and Seb on here yesterday, and they also won hardware and had to take it on a plane, which was an interesting foray. But I guess you can just drive.
yeah,
Yeah.
to Scotland I can. The island I couldn't, could I? So
No.
we was in Belfast. We did Britain's in Ireland. That there was axes given out and shillelaghs and stuff like that. So I took an axe and I flew from Belfast to Spain for her
Yeah.
40th, and I was going on a stag do. So I had an axe in my cave and I flew it to Spain.
And that's the thing with these stone comps. You usually get like wild things like that. So no issues flying with it.
No, and
No.
so normally the two that I've won before, because I got in my first games, and this is the thing, I always sound like a bit of a shitbag because I turn around and in what prep I did for the games, I couldn't get the weight up on plates for the McGregor stones, for the walking stones. I had it on plates in the gym. I had my own. I bought Dinny handles from Snowden, Jamie BTB, Jamie Oates.
Yeah.
So I bought his rings. He had them made, sent it down to me, and I couldn't get comp weight up on plates. Just couldn't lift them. So I've told everyone else, and obviously I ripped up the first couple of events. So everyone's going, oh, fucking here we go. So I'm like, I said, don't worry about it. I can't get these off the floor. So I lifted them up and got the course record. So it's like, everyone thinks you're playing a game, but it's like, everyone realized I genuinely couldn't get it up before.
Wow.
But in comp, there's that little bit of adrenaline. There's that something that drives you that you can't do in a gym.
That's remarkable, though, to go from absolutely nothing, though, to a field record. Like, I get the adrenaline piece, but I guess, as I've been speaking to people that do the walking stones or have done the walking stones, the stones do feel different than the plates. I do think
100%.
they're somewhat easier than the plates are. And that's why the euphemism of train harder in training than you do on the comp day. I think that's what works out well. But
Yeah, it's the shape of the stone helps because if you, I don't know what rings you, but if you put like 25s on Dinny handles, you've got that much more girth.
stop.
But-
I knew I was gonna delve to this, but yes, okay, continue there.
But you've got that much, but it's so you're further away, so your lift is weird. I don't know, it sounds weird, but like on the stone, you can pick the nearer side, so it's almost like a closer body experience than doing plates. I find it easier. I find it easier with things. But even on Britain's, they had different walking stones, and they had a handle. I swear, on my life, it was like a donut. It was the thickest handle I've ever seen. Couldn't get up in the warm up on the day,
Wow.
but still walked with it in comp.
Yeah. So Kelly, this was your first comp, and what I'm trying to do through this podcast, through posting both on my personal and here, is obviously to get more women out and to show them that it's not all that scary. Tell us a bit about your experience with the first competition, how the hell you ended up in second place and getting the Deborah Clarkson Award, and like, what would you say to women who are like, what the hell is this sport? And why would I try it?
See, I was probably one of them women.
Well, this is good. That's why we need you to tell us.
So obviously, I used to go and I was like, why? Because they were all like picking up, shouldering these stones. And I was like, I couldn't pick that up. The first time, I think we went to
Rebecca's coming to it. What are you doing?
The Bruce.
confirm.
The Bruce. Yeah.
That is when I first tried to attempt to pick up the walking stones. I could not get them off the floor. Everyone was trying to show me how to do it. I couldn't do it. So since then, I've never picked them up off the floor until that competition. And I didn't get very far, but I picked them up about 4 times.
Oh my gosh.
I was not giving in. I was trying to walk with them, but they're heavy. But yeah, I absolutely loved it.
And like, did it take a lot of convincing for you to do it, Kelly, or?
No, probably not. So what do you reckon?
Well, you spoke about possibly doing it.
Yeah, I wanted to do it, but there's that fear of could I do it? Because obviously I've been watching like Wendy and Mari and that just pick up things and you think there's no way I could pick what they pick up. And then obviously you compare, don't you? So I was like, "Oh."
And the weights, like, do you feel like the weights, were they intimidating? Like for the novice, how did you, obviously you did well enough to come in second. It really perplexes me. So how do you go from nothing? I'm quite astounded by this, that you went from nothing to doing so well. And regardless, even if you didn't place, you did amazing just showing up. But the weights that Jamie has for the novice as well as the open, they're not anything to laugh about. Yeah, like how did you go from nothing to something? And like Tom, maybe after Kelly speaks, you can talk about how you did
I
her
won't get one of
programming.
them.
So yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I started getting the gym and lifting bits, but it was more like the stone tours. Obviously, I'd go on the stone tours and try there, and then it's listening to people that have been lifting for years of where to put it, where
Mhm.
where to move hands or
Careful.
ways to pick up things. So I did that, and then we have got a lot of
That's it.
stones now at home
Pull it into
on the
yourself.
drive that I
You
have
let
to
it roll
pick up
back. You
sometimes.
haven't moved it.
For like the programming, like how did you take her from a
That's it.
thing like no strength
Put it into
to
yourself. Now practice that
what
box.
she
It
was?
wasn't no strength. For me, it's like, lean forward. don't Drive up. quit, because there are things that she'll do, and she'll like, I don't know, like, even like yesterday, even when we went out, you've Come had a on. bit of a You got regression, it. haven't you? Because
Yeah.
like,
You
got it.
There you
changed
go.
the job, and it's a bit harder than the last job. So mentally now, that strength that I've tried to instill in her in 18 months is kind of dwindled a wee bit, hasn't it? Like the inner strength.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, just fucking believe in yourself now. And this is like, we don't do shit. Gets the other, we'll pick it up and go, no, can't do that. If I can go back there, you can do it.
Mm.
And we don't quit. And then even like on the last stone of the last games, and I was like, I can't do it. And my bicep was fried. And Jamie went, take your own advice.
Yeah.
So I was like, for fuck's sake. But it's just like, I don't do the quitting. So you've got it in you. You can do it. Don't tell yourself you can't. People who tell yourself you can't never will.
Mm-hmm.
People that think that they can will always try it, and then they might fail, but they'll go back and do it again. And it's just, for me, it's that inner belief that you can succeed in something, and then drive yourself by people that want to see you fail. Let your success be their misery. And that's kind of what I've instilled in you, innit?
Yes.
So just lift shit and get it done.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I say. That's kind of what I say every day.
I'm thinking about the possible lifters that are new, or the women that were trying to get out to this, to strength training and stones in general. How would you say, Tom, that how should they first start, like to kind of like get into it? Like if they're setting up their
If
program
they're
themselves.
nervous,
Yeah.
the thing is, Kelly came into probably one of the most supportive groups you'll ever find.
Mm-hmm.
I say we have some of the stone tours we go on, there's like 12, 15, 16 of us. And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. Doesn't matter what stage you're at, where you're at, and what you're training for. Your lift and your successful lift will make more of us happy than your own lift.
Yes.
And it's one of those weird things. It's a community that we really want to see. And so she's got women in that have been, so Mari's just like one of those exceptional people that will just come out, and you see her inner drive, the heart that she'll show. Like we've seen her nearly collapse under the chair. Wendy will sit there and walk, and you've got your women that are strong and powerful internally,
Mm-hmm.
that are there, and the community there, and then you've got people like Hannah that will come along and follow Ross, and she's got good. So you got the most welcoming community that feel like a family from day one. And it's just, and then even girls come out and enjoyed it, and she said, so now you got other women coming and doing it, and it's just great. But I just think if you haven't got a community, go and find yourself a stone, adopt a stone, take it home, lift it a few times on your own, get that positivity about yourself, because your positive nature will draw other people to you anyway.
Yes.
And if you go and then do a stone something, or find someone like you, Google something that near you, or what's the website? Old Man of the Stones is a great website. You just find something near you. What 3 words? That's what we followed around. We were around the moors yesterday. What 3 words and everything. I've never used it before. Right.
Or even go to the beach.
Yeah.
That's what we did. Go to the beach. There are some stones there. They don't have to have a name or anything.
No.
They're all just stones that you can pick up on your own on the beach, and no one's going to judge you.
Exactly that. Even Harley does it now. So she's got an 8-year-old son that is picking it up. Ella is like 10, and lives in a life of, I'm not doing that, it's silly
Yeah.
or whatever. But if you walk away, you'll find her doing it. You'll look through the window, she's in the garden with the
Yeah.
atlas stones I've got out there.
Wow.
So she's giving it a go.
Have you ever, like, is there, when you're out on tour like this, is there something that comes up that is harder than people realize on tour? Like when you're out with people, like it is positive. There's a lot of good things going on, but aside from midges, is there anything else that is harder than people would realize when you're on tour?
Yeah, the walk to the fucking dripping cave stone,
Yeah.
that was a bitch.
That
Have you
was
done that?
emotional.
No, talk to me.
So the dripping cave stone is stunning, absolutely stunning. But the walk to it, and like walking to it in a kilt, like you jumped over that ravine, didn't you? Got to
Oh,
gusset.
yeah. Me.
And that wasn't even pissing. It's just a
I was
wave
so
crashed in and just straight up the kilt.
I had to rock climb. Never in my life would have thought I'd rock climb.
But no, it's just like finding some of the stones. So obviously doing the Scottish stuff with Jamie, Jamie's knowledge of where everything is fantastic. And then the research he does into the stones buys you in. You know, kind of, you feel that you're part of it to go and lift it. And there's a lot of historical stuff, new stuff. We've placed that beautiful one up that. Not something or other. This is where I'm probably the world's worst, because it's just, we go and lift it, that's it, it's done. What is cool or where it is, but we placed the stone there. It was the hardest walk ever to it, wasn't it? Do you remember?
Like, I just walked
You walk behind us.
behind you.
But it was even you just walking with no stone. There's 4 of us trying to place a stone, and it's the most beautiful, picturesque place ever. And it's probably getting the stone to the place to lift it. It's probably the hardest. But it's a stunning place. And I love you if you like that. I like the open. I like water, and I like scenery. And the older I get, the more I like it. And I like like not solitary, but kind of small community now.
Yes.
I'm a city boy. I grew up in London. I don't like London anymore. I like smaller community and being around more people like me. So my friendship circle, I've got lots of friends in different places, but my true friends is shrinking. And I like to keep people with like minds around me.
And I'm finding that, I don't know if it's an age thing, but I'm also finding that I've turned 50 this year myself. And it's just, if it doesn't give me energy, it is out. Like it is absolutely out. And so
I've got 2 ex-wives.
yeah. You've talked about going to the stone is actually is some of the harder parts, because you are crossing a lot of terrain and placing some of these stones. Like Jamie and I placed the Innis stones up in Stirling, where it's overlook. It's a gorgeous location. But yeah, getting the stones up there, the 3 stones up there, it took 4 of us. We had the tarps. It was up a hill, and it's nothing compared to the hike that you had to do, because it was just from the car park. But the work that goes into finding those locations and to taking the stones there and then actually having to hike there to lift them.
Yeah.
It's part of the process. Yeah, definitely be ready to hike on some of your stone tours if you're not used to just getting out of the car and lifting, because it's not always going to be like that, for sure.
I remember like one of the ones we done in Iceland. So obviously Jamie's been there before, and we had to climb across a river on this pipe that ran across, and the pipe was red hot. Like it's obviously taking stuff from a geyser or something somewhere. So having to clamber across this pipe to be bitten by midges to lift 3 stones, to then come back, and like no one else is there. This is all for like self gratification. It's just like,
yeah. Let's talk about those tours though, because you've been on some interesting trips, and I know Kelly, you've been on some of them, and then Tom, you've went with some of the Scottish folks, and I think some of the English folks as well. So let's talk about Iceland. When did you go there? And I know that you might not remember all the stones you lifted, but tell us about that experience.
so I went last year. So there was, there was only 3 of us that went. So it was me and Harry. Harry's an English lad. He's a lovely lad over in Yorkshire. I think he flew from Yorkshire. Jamie flew from Glasgow, I think, or I don't know. But he flew from Scotland. I flew from London. Then I had a mate of mine who lives in Guernsey, and he's like, I'd love to come and photograph it. And he's like into arts, and he's got his own company like Graph Plus, and he's like, can I come and photograph and document the tour? So messaging to the other lads, are you okay with that? They're like, yeah, fine. So I gave him my flights. He suffers like terrible ADHD. So I'm like, I'm going on this flight here. So he's like, okay, I've booked it. So then he comes back and I'm like, okay. So then we find out we're on separate flights.
Oh,
So
God.
we flew out together, we flew home separately, but it's just kind of like, I like the chaos around in what I do, because I just don't plan. I can't see the point of planning, because I never fulfill a plan. So my thing is just go and just do whatever everyone else is doing and just chill. Like, but Jamie's planning is just there and it's on point, but it's just like, it's a really good tour. So because it was like, that was more, I think the one we're going on this year is 8, I think it's cut at 8. There was going to be 12 of us, but it's 8 of us. But the fact it was 4, it's like more intimate, and it was 4 of us that had very, very similar things. So only 3 of us lifting stones, and then like my mate Jay just like photographing everything, which was good.
And so did you go to the
Yeah, I
physical?
failed it.
You failed it?
Yeah, I got it off the ground, lifted it, done about 10 steps of it. And then I'm one of those, I won't be beat by anything. So, and it literally, I mean, I don't know, you can see like probably on my arms, all the cuts from yesterday. So I've got like baby skin, but, and I tried 9 times, and I was like, and it's just every time I squeezed it and it was just slipping through, and it's just ripping more and more and more. And the left arm, I've got a scar on my left arm from an accident when I was a kid, and literally from the elbow down to the wrist, just like you could just see the under skin bruise. But I wasn't going to quit, and in the end, I'd had a little like tantrum, because I'm still 50 and get tantrums. And I was like, I'll come back, and I went, can you lads just fucking rack it for me? And then I want to walk it. So I've managed to get it off the ground, and I've managed to walk it. But this year, that is going to be my own. But I'm trying to mind I can't say the C word, can I, in Canada?
Right.
So I'm going to make that my own. That's literally, if I don't do anything else that time, the Husafel and walking it is that's my only goal.
And so we'll talk about this other stone in a minute that I want to mention, but how are you doing your training then, Tom? Like, what are you doing training to prepare then for this? Or he's shaking his head no.
No,
He's just going to
no, I
show it.
will. I've just had surgery, so
Yes.
Well, I say
Yeah.
about a month. I've just had surgery, which hasn't worked this time. The one I had in June worked. This one hasn't, and it's a little bit demoralising, because I think the last time when I did.
He's just prolonging his whinging. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I like to whinge. I like
Just
to let everybody
whinge
know I'm
every
injured.
day.
If I'm not injured, then I ain't really doing it. But I think the last one after a week, I was doing Atlas stones. After 2 weeks, I was doing log press, and after 3 weeks, I was
Pulling me on a slide.
oh yeah, and then I PB'd an Atlas stone. And then this time, I'm 4 weeks in, and I'm still struggling with the log press. I'm still struggling with the Atlas stones. I'm still struggling. So even yesterday, I put a shoulder on my left stone, and she noticed it straight away when she videoed it. And she's like, did you just do that on the other shoulder? I was like, I had to. I've like literally wrecked it just trying to put stuff up all down that. But yeah, it's just, it hasn't worked this time, and shit happens. So it's either work around or quitting it, and I ain't quitting.
Well, I can't wait to see you walk that around the pen. So
I'll walk it around. Yeah, you might just be reading it in my obituary, but I'll be walking it around.
And the other stone that you did on that trip, the Skullgrimma, and I'm going to botch how to pronounce this, but the Skullgrimma, the one that is thousands of years old, and talk to us about that one.
That wasn't on our tour. So basically, I can't remember what happened. We lost track of something. I don't know why, but we lost track of time. And even though there was only 3 of us lifted, and it was just Jamie just said, look, there's this stone here, or there's this there. This one's got so much history, blah, 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 blah. Or we've got a museum where they were replica Drittvik stones.
Yeah.
Well, look, I've already done the Drittvik stones. We've ripped ourselves to bits on them. Let's go and do the historic stones. So me, Harry, and Jamie all said, let's go and do it. It's one you can't just rock up to. The farmer's a little bit, I wouldn't say awkward, but he's a bit sort of like, Jamie already knew him, and the sun comes out, they'll watch you lift it. You got to lift it with care. You got to place it back. If I say lift it with care, you ain't lifting it.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's 300 and something kilos. It's massive. It's stands just kind of, it's up to my chest top, and you just start bare and try and get wind under it. But we all kind of felt it move, but there was no like we're taking pictures from down the lowest you can, just see like tiniest wisp of air underneath it. But at the end, there was nothing. But yeah, so it's kind of, you can't just rock up and lift it. You do need a bit of notice, and you got to be really polite and look after it. It was brought up, apparently, Jamie can tell you more. Someone brought it up from the sea. That's the story about the stone.
I just think it's amazing that you all just kind of like propped it up probably as a group to be able to bear hug it. Like, I think that that story in itself is really amazing. And, you know, it would have been great if you could have lifted it, but the story of you all having to go through all of that, plus, like, I can only imagine the three of you trying to like prop this stone up for somebody to actually lift it.
It was a day's work on its own. So I think we only spent an hour there, and weirdly, we went in April. Was it April, May? No, I filmed in April, didn't I?
I don't
Filmed in
know.
April. I can't remember when we went. So the weather was glorious, and even for a ginger person, I took my shirt off. You know, like I got a little bit of sunburn in Iceland. Who'd have thunk it? But it was just three of us struggled to get it up on its end. The way we decided to lift it was turn it around because it was more picturesque for the gram, for going one way. Then we had to turn the stone around and put it back. It's like, Jesus Christ. I was like, should have gone and done Dripfic replicas.
Yeah.
But no, it's amazing. I'll see it's an amazing stone. Even to just go and look at it more than just lift it. And the history around it is like there's someone bringing it up from the ocean and stuff like that. It's just like,
Incredible.
it's myth, isn't it? The myth of the stone is unreal.
And so, Kelly, are you going on the next Iceland trip? No, you don't.
That's sort of subject.
That's a sore subject. Okay. We did talk about things that we weren't going to talk about on this, so I didn't get any warning about this.
I wanted to go. I was going to go, but they've lowered the number of people in the group. So
Yeah.
obviously,
You couldn't get the time off work, could you?
I didn't even try. You just said I couldn't go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it might be Jamie's last tour over to Iceland, because I think that this is
That's kind of what it is. It's
Yeah.
the 50 and out type thing.
yeah.
And obviously I'm 50 this year. So I think Jamie's 50 in April. It's April, I think. I think Jamie's 50 in April, and we go just after his birthday. So we're calling it a full Sturker at 50 tour.
That's
But
us.
yeah, it's kind of just to tap out. And my thing is, I every year I wake up and go, I think it's been my last year. But it won't be. And then he's just done it. He's doing a Masters, and he's doing Britain's Strongest Master in September. But there's a cut-off for 50 the week before my birthday.
Ah, yeah. I don't know if that was planned or what. I'm
No,
going.
that's what I've said to him. I think it is. We'll say it's to do with the weather, but it ain't. It's to make sure I've got to compete as a 40-year-old.
Yeah. I'll be there for that one as well. Not
Are we
that
coming over for that?
I'm going to be able to qualify, but I'll be there and I'll be competing in that one as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
enjoy it. It should be good, that one.
Yeah, I'm
You're doing Britain's, ain't you?
nice.
We'll see. You might change your mind by then.
No, you can't. Sorry, Kelly. Once you're on the podcast and you say you're doing something, and you can't turn around and say you haven't, like Tom.
Back out.
Yeah, you can't back out. Like, I'm along with Tom on the ride for this one, saying that once you're in, you're in. You can't leave the group.
Well, that's it, yeah. Get it done. Just get
Yeah.
shit. Just picks you up and move it.
I love the dynamic between you two. It's really positive. Although when I first was listening to Tom coach you on the dog pee stone, I was like, who is this guy? Like, if you don't know you, Tom, like, it can come across like, I can't believe, but you got that up and you were laughing the whole time, Kelly, which I love.
Yeah, she's laughing. She's not trying hard enough.
That's what he says.
You know what? Jamie has said that to me. He's like, stop freaking smiling and just get this done. Like, go. And you can smile after. But tell us then, like, some of the funniest moments that have never made Instagram on some of these stone
We
tours.
don't do fun. I'm quite miserable.
Yeah.
I'm sure, Tom. I'm sure.
I am one of those. I am Marmite. I know there's loads of people don't like me, and I don't care. I don't like most people, but it's just one of the things. I will be your most positive cheerleader. Like anyone in my group, I would like make sure that you know that I'm on your side.
Yeah.
But yeah. I quite like negative positivity as well. You know, like saying if you don't like Wendy, you're a shite bag if you didn't. You know, it's that kind of, you know that they're cheering you on, but it's like, oh, now I've got to fucking do it. But
Yeah.
and Gal saying don't be fucking shy, and Mari's also another one. They're always like, we have a group called the C Word that you can't use in Canada. That's actually our WhatsApp group.
The problem is
That's-
as well.
That's the title of the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is the majority of it makes Instagram because it doesn't matter what I do or if I fall over or if I'm just covered in shit or whatever else, he will still post it.
Yeah, I like the faces she pulls. The faces are great. It's like yesterday, she was smiling. She had a stone all the way up to the chest, rocked into the shoulder of a smile, but as she put her hand away, it looked like she had a stroke. So I sat and WhatsApped with her about 8 times last night while the football's on. So
I'm sorry, Kelly. This will also be making the YouTube version as well.
There is nothing that's a secret. Everybody knows everything that I do.
don't do secrets, live an honest life.
Yeah.
So when
No secret.
would you say, okay, between the two of you, so I'm just trying to gather this. Would you say who gets more nervous, the lifter or the watcher? Or does it change between who's lifting? Like, Kelly, do you get nervous for Tom and some of the shite that he tries to do? Or do you just like, yeah, hey, this is just him and he's going to go and do
I
it?
think I've just got used to it now. I just look at him and kind of shake my head and think, am I going to have to patch you up? Luckily, you don't have to go A&E anymore half the time because I'll just do it. I just look.
Date a nurse. There's anyone that wants to get into stone lifting, date a nurse.
Yeah.
It's the best life lesson.
Tips by Tom.
Honestly, my A&E admissions are like down. Like it's like a downwards. It's great.
And is there any lifts that you thought Kelly was going to do that you're like, oh God, like what did we get into here?
I live her lifts. Like genuinely, I get more pleasure out of Kelly lifting than I get out of my own lifts.
Yeah.
It's no bullshit. My trophies, I don't look at them. They were stored under my bed. My ex-wife broke 2. But I got Jamie to replace them. But I don't look at my stuff. I've got like medals and trophies and certificates and everything just under my bed. Don't look at them. But Kelly's, I made her put out on the window because I've got pride in her stuff. I don't do pride in my own shit, do I?
No.
Like, but I live every lift that she lifts. And it's just, I want that lift to be perfect for her and then like, move on to the next one.
I think if people saw us at Compton that though and him shouting, they probably just think he fell off on this.
They probably think I was a bully, yeah. Because even her daughter, we was at, you done Bob's one, didn't you?
Yeah.
So she did.
I did a strong woman one.
Because she was like, oh, do you reckon I could do it? So I just literally booked it and paid for it, but now you are. And we were there. So you PB'd, like, she'd never deadlifted the first one. So it's like the first one, she got like 3 through the 4 ladder. And each one was a PB. She'd never even done it in the gym. But her daughter was like, why does Tom shout at you so much? Because she's a bit neurodiverse as well. So she doesn't understand that there's encouragement shouting and there's negative shouting. Because her dad is a negative person that shouts and shouts and shouts.
Yeah.
So she associates shouting and loudness with negativity.
Yes.
And she's actually said to you, didn't she? Like, I think it was after the comp. Well, why was Tom shouting at you?
Yeah.
Like, why is Tom always shouting at you? It's because I just want to see her do well, and I live every lift that she lives.
Yeah, and you can definitely feel that, and they're, watching your progression, Kelly, over the various comps and the way that you're lifting, like from that beginning to now, is like through what I've seen through mainly Tom's posts, but it's incredible the transformation that you've made in such a short amount of time. And I think, Tom, you hit on something that's really important because when I first heard you like coaching on Kelly, I was shocked because I grew up in that same kind of environment, right? Where it's shouting and it's a negative thing, but you got to reframe. And I think, Kelly, this is where you are right now with stone lifting and with strongman is that reframe. Like you are having to do, this is not just about getting stronger physically, but there's so much in your mind that you have to reframe. You have to reframe the dialogue, and being around the folks that are in the stone lifting community and Tom has helped you do that. Like, does that resonate with you?
Yeah, definitely. Because there's, like you say, you need to get stronger to do it. Then you need to, I don't know, it's dead hard to, you've got to get out your own head to do it as well. And then obviously people are shouting, like, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of times, especially yesterday, I told you to fuck off, I think.
Did you?
Yeah.
You didn't say please.
And that's what he says, say please. So I'll say, no. So if people saw us, like, he's shouting, and then I'm like, go fuck yourself. or something.
We'll walk across the gym. Sometimes we walk across the gym going like that.
Yeah. Well, we might look a bit odd, I think, sometimes.
Mm.
Or sometimes as well, I will pick up something and I'm on my own, and I regularly swear at when I'm deadlifting or something, and people must think I've got something wrong with me.
We have.
But yeah.
No, but I think what is good is that Tom is kind of allowing you the ability to talk back, right? Like to take up space, to
Mm.
say fuck off. Like this
Yeah.
is, this is what I want to do, and it's in a positive environment like that. So I think that comes with age and going through various things. And we've talked about it before, and we're going to go to the less glamorous side of all this, but training and aging. I mean, Kelly, you've just turned 40. Tom, you're about to turn 50. My training looks very different now compared to what it looked at 30. Like, what advice would you have for lifters over 40 that maybe social media won't like?
Yeah, dead pants, like deadlift knickers.
Yes.
Yeah.
You piss.
I wheel all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I was just noticing yesterday that there's Strength Club is running a seminar on this very topic. And I've asked if I can join up. It's next Saturday on peeing during lifts. And so I really hope they allow me to join, but I think it's ESC.
No, I don't know. I had an idea because I've got quite a few friends that compete,
Mm-hmm.
beat OSGs and stuff like that, and I'm like, a couple of them. Thank you. That's just
The dog.
the dog shit. Yeah. So a couple of them do pee when they're deadlift. So a friend of mine, Eliza, she pees and then takes a change of pants, and I'm like, I've got an idea. So I had an idea about a tenor lady for deadlifting. Like pants that you could will absorb, and apparently
Yeah.
there's a company that pour them out. So my Dragon's Den moment
Is gone.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know
They're
this.
straightforward.
Yeah. And I think I'll have to look that up because I'm not aware of that. But for me, when I've just noticed this, Jamie's putting more things in my program because we have to do some carries. For some reason, I'm fine on natural stones. I'm fine on Atlas stones now. But when I go to sandbag carry, that's when I'm having issues. I don't know.
Sandbags, buds. That's why I don't encourage water.
Oh my God. Okay. So we've got wear pea knickers. And what else would you say, Tom?
Genuinely now, mine is don't do anything you don't enjoy. I don't like deadlifting. I don't deadlift. I will train myself. I've now got a deadlift because I've signed up for a comp, but I now only do it because of the comp, but I won't train anything I don't enjoy. So if I don't enjoy it, I ain't going to give it my all. If I ain't going to give it my all, what's the point in doing it? And as I get older, I've got longevity because I enjoy training. And when I don't enjoy training, what's the point of going?
And this is the part that I'm struggling with now is how do you know when to push and then when to call it? Like that's the fine line that I am trying to figure out how to read my body. What would you say?
I don't have that.
Okay.
I do have that.
I genuinely don't have it. And this isn't a bullshit thing. So Jamie put a post out the other day, I don't know if you read it, and it was about respecting your age and changing your training format. And I just put, don't give a shit. Like, I understand everything you've written, but the way I am is just, I will push myself till I break. It's just, I don't know if it's part of the ADHD that I've got or anything like that. It's just, I will go and do something, even if I know it's going to destroy me. So it's like at my shoulder at a minute, and I'm still going out. Yesterday we did the stone tour. I'm still shouldering everything. I could have chested everything probably comfortably, but I'm still trying to shoulder stuff, and I'll still try and log press in the gym. So there's 100 kg log in there that I'm thinking, well, I should be able to do that. And that's a week after surgery. And I'm like, she's like, why are you doing it? And like the first lift, I just held a crunch. Wasn't successful in it. So instead of quitting, I tried it again.
So Kelly, how do you know the difference then between I'm fine and like when he's lying?
Him?
Yeah.
Well, when I hear crunching, obviously that log, I heard his shoulder going, and I was like, so I'm orthopedic anyway, like an orthopedic nurse, and I know there's something wrong with that.
my God.
Got it up though.
You did get it up. Sounds good. But yeah, I know when we went to the gym on Friday and he was doing his normal shouty thing because I was picking up, I think it's like 120, wasn't it?
Which one?
The
Oh, the frame.
frame.
Yeah.
So after like the 6th go, he's like, do it again. And I was like, no, I'm done now. My body's saying no, I'm not doing it. And he's like, you're a quitter. Well, all right then. I will quit. I'll take that. I'm not doing it. Simple.
And I didn't. And I carried on and
Yeah.
then my shoulder hurt.
And Kelly, you live to lift another day.
Exactly. I'm less whingy than him.
Yeah. Well, you moaned a lot last night.
Oh,
That's a good way. We went to bed and she moaned all night. And we didn't even touch.
you saw.
Every turn. I had to wake up. I had to wake up every single night. Normally you can roll over. I had to wake up, roll over to stop.
So, like, I so know this feeling because I get it after leg day and stone day, and my stone day is today after these sessions. And what do you do differently, or do you do anything differently for recovery as you age, besides ibuprofen and maybe a shot of whiskey?
I've got
We have a drug box.
yeah, we
We have a drug box, yeah.
no, so I take like quite a few vitamins and that, don't I?
Yeah, so you do creatine. I've do creatine, stuff
And I
like
do
that. Creatine, I think, is the one that helps with muscle repair. You do vitamin K,
yeah,
don't you,
because
now?
I get bruised.
Yes.
Like luckily when I go into work, they all know what I
Yeah.
do because they think something.
I might be
I
arrested.
bruise really badly. So I take that.
Yeah.
And that
And you do vitamin B as well, now,
Yeah.
don't you? But
I
yeah.
just and then I just cry when I walk.
So, like, no heat, no cold, no anything like that, like nothing. Massage, yeah.
No happy ending, just a normal massage. Just like a straight, I'll go for the, you don't massage me, it's some woman. There's no happy ending, I just said that.
No, I mean, where is my massage?
To go somewhere for it.
Like I've got time. So you can go for massages. Look, kids and dogs and everything else.
But yeah, I think massage helps massively.
Yeah.
And there is like, so Gemma, I'll go see Gemma sometimes. If
Yeah.
I'm competing in Scotland, I'll go see Gemma. She's actually competing at, from Karen?
I-
Is she doing
No,
that?
July.
Oh, I don't know. So her and her fellow Ryan, they're competing as well. But she's been at Jamie's being a masseuse to kind of, so one of the games I went through, instead of like warming up, everyone warmed up on the little one. So I was like, I ain't warming up. And I just went straight for the big one. Did the reps and stuff. And then Jamie beat me by a rep anyway. But it's like, and I felt my back go on the first ones. So I spent in between every event, I was on Gemma's table. So you just got to get me through, just get that. So she's doing sports massage for me. But
And takes them up.
yeah, and she take me well. She did take me well. It's like a Christmas present, wasn't
And okay, so we've talked about the recovery piece, but you've just touched on a piece as well that I wanted your take on. We're going to go back to the competitions a bit and then talk to you about the ones coming up and what you're doing for those. For folks that are new to stone lifting competitions or even that aren't, would you recommend, like, what's your ritual when you get to a competition? Like, do you check out the stones? Obviously, just by what you've said, Tom, you just kind of go in cold. Would you say that that's great advice, or?
You've got to do you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and this is what I will say. Everybody is different. I mean, I've seen lads warm up, and they're getting gassed before they even go out. My thing, I know I'm old. I know my body's capabilities. I know that, like, mentally, I won't do something in a warm up that I can in comp. But as I said, so I tried to pick up, just to pick up once the stones at Britain's last year. Didn't even get close. I was like, I ain't getting up in anything, and I got them up on a walk with them. But because in my head, I've got that you need to do it. I don't like being what's I've got that. Don't know what it is. There's one of part of my ADHD is like that judgment thing. I always feel if someone's judging me, it's like when I was a mason and I've got to learn words. If I could get up and do a speech in front of anyone. I could do a room for the 5,000 people. If I've got to learn even one paragraph, and there's two people in there that know that paragraph, my brain would just pickle. And I'm thinking, because they know what I've got to say, if I get one word wrong, my brain will then just stumble. So I kind of think with the stone thing, it's just get it done. It's like there is none of that prelim. No one knows. The same stone is different for anyone else. Jamie might have a longer reach than me, might have bigger hands. Well, he probably hasn't got bigger hands than me, but
I
But, you
just
know,
take snaps.
every phone is different. Every phone is different. Every stone,
Oh,
every phone is different also. Every stone is different. But it's just, and it's different for you and it's different for me. Even the same stone would be a different lift.
Mhm.
You might lift it long ways because your arms are short. I might lift, it's just, we all have a different way. So there is none of that judgment. And I don't think there's judgment in what we do anyway, especially the McGregor side. I don't know about where you go, but all the games I've done down here, like Bob's English games, no one judges. It's just a community, and it's a good community. People with the same goals, and coming last isn't a thing. You've still got shit done. You've done more coming last than someone has sat on the couch watching TV.
Yeah, it's the personal bests, and the comp that I help run here in Canada is very much like that. You've seen women who can barely lift the walking stone, and then they end up taking it a few feet, and it's just incredible. And the crowd,
Yeah,
they love it. They absolutely love seeing men, women out on the field just doing their best, and seeing them succeed is absolutely kind of the prize. It isn't the placing, as you say. And so, Kelly, like, do you warm up? Like, given the fact that it seems like you do pay attention to your body signals.
um, Tom tells me to warm up, but then I get that whole embarrassment of warming up, if you get me. So I'll pick it up a few
mm,
times to see how heavy it is. But I think that one I did on my 40th, I picked it up and then I was like, I'm just gonna have to do it. I can't
mm,
not do it. It was more of just I just threw myself into it. But a lot of the time I just sit there and eat. That is what I do.
yeah.
I will snack my way through anything.
But it's also that, when there is that warm up thing and everyone's milling around and it's all, are you going on this? Shall I go on? Because there's the same stone. You can only warm up on the same
Yeah,
stone you've about to lift.
yeah.
And Kelly will stand back. She wouldn't put herself forward to go, okay, it's my
I
turn.
kind of watch people, so I'll watch rather than do sometimes.
Yeah. Whereas like, if I'm ready and I'm chalked, I'll go, oh, God, I'm going to lift it now, and then I walk away. So I might have like one little sort of like, you get people trying to chest the stone, get it off the ground, try and find a handle. That's it. That's my warm up. That and a massage gun.
Yeah.
And it was in Tramadol.
Yeah. Yeah, investing in the massage gun was big for me. I've went through 2 or 3 since, over the last
Yeah, the
couple of
best
years.
thing ever.
Yeah, best thing.
And we've got this little yoke now. She bought me for Christmas. It's it,
It's
oh,
fantastic.
it's like a little bug. It sits there. It does my shoulders. It's great.
Oh, I've seen that one. That one's good?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
good.
superb. Yeah,
And it has heat in it as well.
Yeah.
So it
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
really.
Amazon's getting a visit this afternoon.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. Everyone, they're not paid promoters to say this either. Definitely get it in your recovery arsenal. I think it's funny that you say about the hesitancy of picking up the stone, because when I was helping somebody do their powerlifting meet and, trying to get into the rack, and you're trying to make sure that your athlete gets covered, like, that was one of the most biggest learning opportunities for me, to become a self advocate in saying, no, you need to take up space in a nice way, to take up space, get into the bar and get out. And because everybody's trying to do the same thing, but it was a
It's your
huge.
comp too, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like that imposter syndrome, and it's like I shouldn't be doing it because these people are much better than me. And right,
Yes.
so the dog's just moved the tables. Move your arse, dog. So I've got a big fat ginger dog trying to push the table. Sorry.
Yeah, it's taking up the space, and it's saying, no, like, I have a right to be here. And it was a huge growth moment for me. And ever since I did that, I have approached either like lifting stones or whatever it is the same way, and saying, no, you have a right to be here. You can advocate for yourself, and you can get in on the rotation.
Yeah.
People are nice enough in the stone lifting. It's not that it's not like powerlifting at whatsoever, but they think nothing of it. Like, if you want to get into it, you just, and I personally, as Tom mentioned, I'd highly recommend going in and at least touching the stone. You don't have to lift it, but like touching the stone, because you have to see where those handles are, especially if you're doing a timed event like the 5 lifts.
Mm.
Knowing where you want to put your hands, knowing where you think you're going to turn it on your lap is the difference of seconds in strongman and stone mean a lot. So I'd highly recommend, the promoters will allow it. You just get in there, you see the stones and work with them. But we've talked about your previous competitions. You have a number of competitions coming up and you're going to Iceland, Tom. Have you done any English or Irish stone lifting yet?
So I've done England's strongest last 2 years. It was out in Ireland. We did with the Irish Stone Monsters.
Yeah.
And so we did their comp last year. So they run Britain's last year. So I qualified through England's for Britain's last year. And that's funny enough, this is where the idea of the Masters came in, because strength-wise, me and Jamie are still okay.
Mm-hmm.
We lift what the youngsters can lift. The recovery just isn't there. It's just, we're gassing much earlier. And it's kind of like, I think out of the lads, we come sort of like second to last and last, I think. I can't remember actually. But I think we come second to last and last on Britain's. But we've had to qualify for our own games anyway. So you're still there. And in your mind, you've still got the accomplishment of you've had to qualify to get to Britain's. You've had to get somewhere. So he's traveling abroad. And it was really good to do. But then you've got that little bit in your mind going, I wish I could be more competitive. And you still could. I mean, I think I came second in one event, like the Matthew Stone's equivalent in the Irish games. But it's like, how do you get better when you're our age? And the thing is, there is no comparison of youth.
Mm-hmm.
Youth is always going to recuperate much quicker than an older person. It just is. It's just nature. So Jamie's like, let's do a Masters Games. I'm in.
Wow. And so Masters starts what, 50 over there?
No, 40. So we got 40.
Yeah, 40. Okay.
Yeah, so and then you've got there's two categories. So you got 40 and then 50. And I think in OSGs now they've got an over 60s category.
Yes.
But which is good for people, because obviously when you drop down the 10 years of being so I've done it playing football. I don't know if you call it football or soccer over there, but it's I did it playing football, and they've got we call it vets, so veterans leagues. So your vets is over 35s, and we played over 35s, and I was 42. What am I now? 49, 42. So I was 42. And there was a kid of 35, so that's a kid of 35, but he just laced it past me. I was like, how the fuck is he so quick?
Yeah.
And it's just that 7 years is like catastrophic when you're like coming up in age. The development and everything like that, they're still so much younger, and everything isn't as elastic, just done.
It's creaky.
Yeah, it's very creaky. I'm poppy, my knees popped.
Now, the one thing we haven't really focused on, and I loved looking at this on the feed, but tell me about, we're getting into a bit of the couples thing now, is how there was a special moment recently. And can you tell us a bit about how you planned that?
I didn't really plan it, just thought, you see, like, if she wants to marry me, she can earn it.
So when I'm talking to you, for those that don't follow Tom combined a multiple of things that he loves into kind of one moment where Kelly was doing a strongman. What was it?
So there's a
Slide.
sled and chain pull, and then into a hand over hand rope pull, like the sled and chain back.
And he placed a ring on top of the
Slowest proposal ever. Should have been quicker.
Yeah, but I did it. That was like my third attempt at that. I was starving. I wanted to go home, and he said it was the last one, and I could eat. So I was trying.
Well, I was watching it, and the last like 30 seconds, Kelly was painful. I'm like, God.
Wasn't it? I have the attention span of a gnat, and even I got bored.
No matter how hard I was trying to pull it, I was like, I can't do this. My arms are burning.
Yeah, I think the last 2 or 3 pulls were just, you could tell she was absolutely spent doing this. And so
I was going to take the ring back. If she didn't make the pull, I was taking it off.
And I saw your reaction, but Kelly, can you just tell us a little bit about that? Because I mean, it seems quite a departure from a life that you've lived previously. Tell us about that proposal.
I don't even know, to be honest. We've obviously discussed it, and I said I would marry him.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched it back, and I was like, I look off, because I just pick it up and just put it on and just go. There was nothing. There was no, yes, I'll do it. Anything. I was just literally blowing out my arse. And I was like, I just put it on and I'll just lie here. It'll be fine.
So that's it. So if you want a wedding proposal, exhaust them into submission. They can't say no if they're tired.
Well, I honestly thought, like, at one point, like, when you looked at the ring and you picked it up, you, like, secretly, silently were saying, like, fuck you. Like, the look on your face really said it all. But no, it was lovely. And I think kind of the moments that you've had over strength, I think it was just really a great way to do it. And I mean, even your response is super typical of the dynamic that you two have. And I hope that, for those that are in stone lifting or strength, like having a partner that can kind of support you through all of the shite that eventually comes up. Our parents get old, our kids grow, there's challenges there. How do you think that kind of stone lifting and strength, as you're going through it? Tom, you've been in it a bit longer, but how do you think that that's helped with that resilience in kind of dealing with the issues that life throws at you?
For me, generally, I have a don't give a fuck attitude anyway. Like, it's either like me or loathe me, I don't care. And people are in my life because I want them in my life. They're not in my life by chance. So I'm not one of those that gives things like that. Nothing I do sort of cements it. Do you know what I mean? It's like a weird thing. My life is my life and it comes as it is.
Well, and I think this is a really good point, Tom, that we should talk about membership, because I believe that you have a Fuck It All Club and you're
Yeah.
trying to get to 5,000 members. How did that come about? I just kept seeing that in your feed and I'm like, what?
I was getting him and a cat. So it's just, because I have Fat Lad Lifting Club that started.
Yeah.
That's how I started. So that was my kind of thing. I was like, Fat Lad Lifting Club. And loads of people go, can I have t-shirts? I'm like, no, it's for me. You've got a t-shirt, haven't you?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just me. It's my own personal thing. And it's like, but yeah, it's the Fuck It Up Club. It's just like, it's just, they have that. I don't care. I don't care about anything. I don't care about public. That's the thing. I don't really care. I don't do nothing for the likes because I don't care if you like it or not. I'm doing that for me. Instagram is for me and my memories. It's not to build a friendship and things. It's weird. I have met friends through it.
Well, I feel like I want to be part. Like, what do I need to do to become a member? Like, what are the parameters?
Just tell me. Yeah, I'll get you a t-shirt when you come over. When you come to Dunkirk, I'll give you a t-shirt.
Okay, great.
I'll just need your size. I'm a designer's doing it at the moment. So Jay, the one that came to Iceland, because he just designs. If I tell him what I want, he's like, something like this. And I swear, I'm like, it comes back. So I had originally done a Buddha and I drew it and it's like a toddler has drawn it. So my art is shit. So you've seen it, haven't you? You've seen my original picture. But even then it just looks shit. So I had a Buddha with a barbell sort of like hovering above it. And I gave it to Jay and I was like, can you do me something with that? Comes back, looks professional, looks like something. But that's what his job is. And he does it in like 10 minutes. So I gave him the thing the other week about the Fuck It Up Club and that. And I think he come back with a cat. He went to correct. I put my finger up at everything. So we went to like what's it?
Yeah.
And as we're going around for the camera, and I'm not buying the picture, so I put my finger up at it. So her son was doing it, and he messages because you've got to have something negative. Someone's took my son to a theme park or my kids and takes him out and treats him like his own for the day. Can't have any positivity. Does he think he's big and clever teaching to put their finger up? Well, why don't you fuck off? You find out how big and clever I am. That's where I'm at. So that's where the club founded from now. You can fuck off. That's where it all came from.
And Kelly, like, how are you part of this club, or are you slowly trying to become part of the club?
I remember. She's got to be part of it.
Yeah, I think I'm getting there. Obviously, like I say, I'll revert back a little bit at times, but yeah, I am getting to that point now where I'm just, life's too short. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and then
fuck everyone else.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll deal with the consequences after.
Yeah, and there's so much growth and so much power in that. The Fat Lads Club, though, that's a legit thing, though, right? Like both the Fuck It Up Club is too, but
no, it's just me. It literally is just me. That's my own thing. It's like I just want my own identity in something.
Yeah.
I don't do anything to conform or to be with anyone, anything like that. So like with the McGregor Games and that, and you feel like part of the family, but I am me. I'm always going to be me. So when I train in my own t-shirts. I don't want I don't know. It sounds weird. Like I do have like the gym we're at. They've got t-shirts and I've got them, but I don't want to wear them because everyone else wears them. I'm me and I'm my own person when I go to the gym, and I don't want to be in anything else. So I wear my own t-shirt. And I've got loads of people saying, "Well, where'd you get them? Well, can I have one?" I was like, "No, it's mine. It's me. It's me for me. I just do it for me. It's like I don't like the corporate stuff, you know. So I do wear like silverback, and everybody wears silverback and Cerberus and stuff like that. But I like my own stuff. So I'm not out there. If you ain't sponsoring me, I'm paying my own shit.
Yeah. And I think too that in the stone lifting community, you can kind of be more of that. I'm doing my own thing, but we're collectively doing it together. And that's what I've loved. So I have a few like kind of quick fire questions for you as we round out here. But what would you say would be, I'm starting off really easy. What would you say would be your favorite stone?
Mine, the Husafel. It's for the amount of history it's got, for the OG strongmen to be out lifting it, like the John Paul Sigmason and stuff like that. So the history that stone has got, and then the myth or the legend behind it.
Yeah.
If there's folklore with a stone, you've got to be part of that folklore, and it's there. So for me, that's my favorite stone.
Kelly?
I don't actually know.
What? Why not?
Because they all make me cry. No. I don't know, probably that first one I picked up. And it's
Yeah.
only because I failed it. I could not get it past my knee. And then like a year later, we went just before Christmas and I got it to shoulder. So I'm probably that one, the first one I picked up. But I don't know what it's called.
Old Spade. The
Yeah.
women's one at Old Spade.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
I don't know
that
what it's
one, I don't know what it's called either, but it is a tough one because I spent a lot of time there myself trying to get those stones. So
Yeah.
the handles are interesting on that one. What one would you happily never, ever do again?
Anything. So I stone wise, I don't know. Sandbags in any strongman competition. I
Yeah,
hate sandbags.
yeah.
Sandbags are for flood and flood only.
Yeah.
Whoever puts sandbags in the strongman circuit needs shooting, but probably not. I don't know. Stone wise, I don't like front hold. I don't like front hold. It's just I haven't got. For me, it's not that I can't do it. I don't have the attention span to stay with it. My brain is all over the place, and I switch off so quickly. And then when you focus, that's all kind of like mind muscle connection.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, look at that squirrel. And then all of a sudden, it becomes heavier really quickly.
Yeah.
So kind of front hold, I reckon.
And Kelly, what would you say? Either event or a stone that in particular that you've tried that you're like, screw that, I'm not going back to you ever again.
I don't like overhead. I don't like pressing. I hate pressing stones.
On the 5 lifts, because you did the 5 lifts, did you get the press at McGregor?
We didn't do. I didn't do.
You haven't done the
You didn't
5
do
lifts.
press? Oh, okay.
No, she hasn't done the 5 lifts yet. I think she's doing the 5 lifts this year.
Yeah.
I think that's in this year, isn't it?
So that is what I have.
I know what's in her events. I don't know what's in my own events.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, because it's what, 55 kilogram?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's like from is it 45?
I don't know.
Something like
I know what events you got. I don't know what you've got weight wise.
So yeah, so that's not really on my wish list. I don't know what to do. But I will try.
So now this is the lightning round stone couples, and like you can point to whoever, yourself or the other person, of who it relates to. So who would say this feels light and is absolutely lying most often?
None of us.
Really?
Yeah, neither one of us. What's the point in lying?
Yeah, love it. What about who gives unsolicited? Oh, I know the answer to this one. Who gives unsolicited advice mid-lift?
Me.
Yeah,
If
Kelly.
you had medical advice, yeah.
Kelly's agreeing.
Yeah.
Who's the most likely to have a drink and a nip in between stone lifts?
Me.
Kelly's pointing to Tom.
Yeah.
And you're going.
I've actually had 10 pints on it before I've done a stone run before.
Oh my God.
Also told me that I'm driving when we go next time, so he can have a drink. So.
If you do look back through my Instagram, you'll see that I think I drank all the way through England, and I drank all the way through Jamie's one, didn't I?
Yeah.
The battle for Mercia, because like one I was in pain, I broke my ankle, so I just drank all the way through to carry on. And then the other one, I drank all the way through because I fucked my second event up and mentally I'd gone.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, I found out I could win the Masters by doing a stone run. So
Feel drunk.
I'd had 10 pints and did the stone run.
And would you say your go-to drink on a stone tour would be whiskey, or would you say
No, lager. I'm a lager drinker. But yeah.
And who is most likely to halt the stone tour travel because of a piss run? That would be Kelly. Kelly's raising her hand and Thomas agreeing.
Yeah. But she
always
just puts
lead
up the
away.
bridge now.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You just
Just
take a long coat. That's what I do.
Just add to the river at Olds, mate. Just add some water content.
And
Yeah, don't drink the river, by the way. If anyone goes to Olds Bay, don't drink the river. The water looks fresh, it's not.
and again, I know this from what we've talked about, but who needs a snack most immediately after lifting?
Before lifting or just snacks?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's
I'm
your
always-
go-to, Kelly?
Anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Belgian buns.
Yeah. Cake mostly.
Yeah.
I love a good cake.
Yeah, I found that when I was in Scotland, I tended to have haggis every single day.
So I don't eat red meat.
I have
Okay.
Empire biscuits.
Yeah. Or love it. Yeah.
So on the last comp, there's I think a picture of me and Mari just sat on a stone each,
Yeah.
and we're just eating Empire biscuits. That's all we eat.
Well, see, I don't eat during in a tour or comp. I eat at the end, so I have squeezes of honey on the way round.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I don't eat. So I get that. If I lift anything past my gut and stuff, I just feel like I bloated all the time. So I just don't. There's no room for beer.
And who would you say is more dramatic about a missed lift?
I have a hissy
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
She'll swear at it, but I have a proper tantrum. I sound like it's like a 2-year-old
Yeah.
walking away.
And then he chucks things like
Yeah.
his elbow sleeves just get launched across the side, and then he'll stomp off.
I would throw my knee sleeves, but that means I'd have to take my boots off
Yeah.
first. So.
And who packs more kit? You, Kelly, or Tom?
So I have
pack both the kits because he doesn't take anything.
I have a bag and I have stuff,
Mm.
and it miraculously makes it to any tournament
Yeah.
I go to now. So
He
it's like
doesn't
magic
pack
kit,
anything.
yeah, and the medical kit
Who's likely to most get hurt then?
for me.
Yeah. And who hypes the lift? Okay, who would you say hypes the lift more? You, Kelly, or Tom? I'm not sure the answer of this one, to be frank.
So our own lift,
Yeah.
I don't hype anything because I'll always tell everyone I'm injured anyway. But I hype Kelly's lift. I live by her lift. I genuinely live by her lifts. Every lift that she lifts
Mhm.
makes me happy. That sense of accomplishment that she should have, I've got for her. So I will hype her lift all day long.
Yeah, I tend not to shout. I'll just stand there.
Yeah.
So you don't shout, Kelly, like when Tom's going?
I do when I know he needs it, but half the time, I don't think he goes in his head anyway. So it
Okay.
wouldn't-
Not helpful or not useful.
No, I'm just there to film sometimes whilst eating a snack.
Or bringing Tom another lager. And who would you say says just one more and it turns out into being an hour instead of just one more? Yeah, Tom.
Yeah,
Me?
yeah.
Not yet.
No,
Oh, it's not snacks. No, me then.
not snack. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kelly. We all know
Yeah, if
that
it's just
Kelly's
one more
gonna-
snack, we'd be having a picnic. I'd have a blanket out.
Yeah. And would you say which one of you is more likely to name a stone? Because we have the dog piss stone.
Yeah, that's it. It's nearly all. I have a nickname for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Most of which can't be transmitted in Canada,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, the C word for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of those stones named. They're now just like number 1, number 2.
Now, this one, I think, I don't know. This is the final one, but it's about patience. And who would you say is more patient with the other person? And
Me.
Kelly, you're more patient?
Yeah, you have no patience. He's the calmer one of the two of us. Like nothing phases him, whereas I will
Yeah.
get worked and I overthink everything.
Yeah.
Patience, you test my patience massively.
This could be the question I should have asked. Tom is glaring down. Tom is
I've
glaring down Kelly.
zero patience.
Yeah.
I've got none. I have no
Yeah.
patience for anyone or anything.
Whereas I have a lot of it, but
Yeah.
even that gets just like thinned out towards the end.
Yeah, I'll tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
With no please.
There's no.
And who do you think is most likely? We've talked about a lot of goals on this episode. Who would you say is more likely to commit and dial in to getting those goals done?
So I don't know. I think Kelly's recently learned a lot of my mannerisms and my way. So she went and done her first comp with Bob the other week.
Yeah.
Was it December? I just don't know. December? November. And she walked away from her first ever comp and went by whatever year was it?
By next year, 2027.
By 2027, I want to compete at OSGs. So I'm thinking that's kind of the shit I'd set myself.
Pardon? Okay, wait, hold on a second. Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, so by 2027, my plan is to go in OSG. That is what I said. I'll get up until I'm like 45. But
You said 45.
Before I'm 45, but I've kind of said, you know what, I'm just going to try and nail it this year, and then next year we'll see. But that is me pushing myself to see what I can do.
But that's what I've always done. So I did the London Marathon because I said I would do it by the time I was 45. I did it a month before I turned 45. Not because I like running, because I said I'd do it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a thing called the London 100, which is a cycle race, and I did that. I've done the swim as well, 2.5 miles. I did that with a broken ankle. But because I said I would do it, I've done it.
Right.
So I think she's now, so I'd say we're the same. And I've just realised we went on a tangent on the question there. But I'd say we're the same. We're very goal-driven. He wasn't. Now,
that is great energy to be around, Kelly. And I have prepped for OSG and I ended up messing up my back before, so I couldn't actually go. But kudos to you for setting that as a goal. And I would love to see the Matthew Stones at the 2027 OSG and for you to kick butt on that. Because
I'd like to see more natural stone.
I've never
More natural
done that
stone,
yet.
I think.
Yeah.
No, you'd love the Matthew Stones.
I haven't done that. I think we've got that this year.
Yeah, I love the Matthew Stones.
So that's the problem. We've got that joint one this year, so we are a team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've actually come up with two of the events at that because I have like a sadistic mind and I sit there and I just said to Jamie about a couple of things. He's like, "Oh, that could work."
Are you allowed to tell us or not?
Are they out now?
I don't know, actually.
Are they not on the thing?
I don't think they are yet.
I don't know. I signed up months ago, so
It's not the Dun. Is it Duncarron? This one, the Duncarron medieval festival.
Duncarron. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be it's a couples. This is a mix, his and hers. Not just couples, but it's a his and hers comp. So it's kind of like I said about the Matthew Stones, like one lifts up the heaviest stone, end a chain, and a woman does it.
Cool.
So like a mixed one. Because me and Wendy, we're quite weird. We both love the Matthew Stones. We don't know many people that love them, but we both absolutely love them. So we were talking, we said Ireland, we shared a house in Belfast, not Belfast, just in Northern Ireland. And when we were talking, so we was just having a drink, me, Jamie, Mari and Wendy was just sitting there and we're talking about different stones and how we could develop events because Jamie wants the games to grow, but doesn't want to have just the same events all the time. So he's looking for new ways. And me and Wendy said, what about like Matthew Stones for distance? And he's going, how could you do it? Because it's like, so, but because you gas out, you got it for a minute and a half. It's really, really hard, but that's just you. That's you against, you can lift them stones. So that's you against you. And then that's the heart. This is what I say about, that's the reason I love it, because that's an internal battle. You know that those are liftable, you can lift them over and over again. But the chain and the drop of them and moving it and it makes it different. But doing that for distance would be amazing.
Well, I'm glad I did not sign up for that.
It's not for distance. That one is for speed. That's a man and a woman.
Yeah.
We'll see how many people are talking by the end of that day.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I can imagine. That's tough. We've covered so many things I wasn't expecting that we would go into. Are there any things else? So you've got OSG that you've got goals for. Is there any other future stuff that we've got? Tom doing the Hustlefell. what else do you have in store, whether it be stone or strongman or strength wise?
Well, I've got England's.
Yeah.
I've got England's. I'm doing Scotland's this year. Obviously, you can win it, but it's just, you can only take points from them for their qualifications. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling that the week we get back. No, I fly back from Iceland, and the day after we get back, I've got Scotland's strongest.
And then the week after that,
I've got England's strongest, and then we've got Britain's strongest, and I've got Britain's strongest master. So I've got them set out. They'll be the things I do. I've got others. I've done Karen and Bruce. I've got them booked in. Got anything else booked in? Oh, the Border's strongest I've got, because I signed up for that stupidly.
And
I hope Gary's watching this.
idea.
I hope Gary's watching this, because if you're nice to me and smile while you invite me to it, I'm going to say yes.
and what about the English stone lifting circuits? Recently, there's been a group that's been placing stones all over England. Are you planning on lifting any of those stones?
Yeah, so you got Sherlock Stones if you're on Instagram. He loves the history of stones. So we've done a tour with them, didn't we? So that's where basically I got invited on the Border strongest. But yeah, so with Sherlock Stones, so we've done a tour of England. Then we did the one, what's it called? I can't remember where we went yesterday. Stanton Moor in Derbyshire. So there's a Stanton Moor stone lifting club. There are more and more coming available. So in London, where I am, we've got Combat. I can't remember what it's called. Combat Temple. Oh, Commando Temple. And they're kind of probably the only gym that's got natural stones in London. So for a massive community, there isn't really, well, it's not even a community, is it? It's just a city. But for a massive place, there's only one gym that's really got them. And there's somewhere in Essex that does a stone games, but I don't know what it is. But there's not a lot in England. So it's nice that there is stuff in England to go and do and be them part of that history. And then there's stuff in Wales, isn't there? So you've got, I don't know if you know Julian.
Yes.
So he does a lot of historic stone lifting, which is fantastic. So he's actually going to Stanton Moor next week, because he saw my post yesterday. But he's been finding and placing stones as well around England and stuff, because like it's obviously does the Yorkshire, isn't it, based? There is more, but Scotland's just got more of it and a lot more knowledge about it. So if you're going to go and learn something, learn from people that know it.
Yeah. Yeah, I plan, England and Wales are on my 2027 travel itinerary. So hopefully,
How long are you over for? We're Stanton Moor. You could do that. We did it in a couple of hours. It's a solid day's lifting.
I'll bring the snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually, when I go over, although when I'm going to Scotland this year, like it's not for as long, but I'm thinking I'll probably be there at least a week, maybe 10 days when I go to England. So, and this will be news to my partner when he listens to this, but it is on the 2027.
Is he coming with you or not?
This one, he probably will come with me, because he definitely has connections to England. So he'll likely be coming with me on this one. But yeah, that's been an amazing growth over there. I love how they write up the write-ups for the English stones, and each of them kind of has a challenge, whether it be to chest or to lap or to get wind underneath of it, air underneath of it. I really love seeing what they're doing over there. So I can only imagine in a year, once more people get lifting, how that culture will change. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I kind of think that I think the vision for the future is where we've got stone lifting clubs and things are popping up. To have a women's stone lifting club would be amazing, because this isn't just a male sport. It isn't just a sport that should just be isolated. Women have their place and they should be lifting shit. Why shouldn't they? They come out for the day, come and lift it. Get your own club and just go on women-only tours. It'd be fantastic for you to. I think for when you come on the tours with us, I think some of the times we look and Jamie will come and place women's stones next to big stones. But if you've got women's only stones, you haven't got to worry about trying to find stones near stones. You go and do your own stuff. And I just think it's great, and the future looks bright, I think.
Yeah. And we were talking about that before we started the podcast, is that there can be kind of a varying masculinities within both the stone world and the strength world, strongman.
Masculinity or misogyny?
Yeah.
misogyny more than anything. It's not masculinity. It's if you feel like that you've got an opinion on women lifting stones and it's negative, that's your problem. It's not the women's problem.
Mm-hmm.
Empower women. Let them go and do what you do. Why? Why should we be different?
Yeah. And you've mentioned something that just kind of hit a light bulb moment for me, is that when I first started this podcast, I'm like, do I need a male host? Do I need somebody like to validate my existence when I speak to people? And not that I was saying that like consciously, but I'm like, do I need a male host to balance it out? And I love what you've just said is like, just place women's stones. You do not need to have a complimentary or heavier stone beside it. You can have a women's club. You can do this on your own. You do not need that validation. And I think Kelly being around that energy is just, you're going to make it to OSG, kids. Like you're going to,
Let's heck.
yeah. But I do love what you're saying, Tom, in the fact that, yeah, we can definitely have our own space. And I'm going to be going out this summer and planting stones. And and they don't have to, like, maybe I will have heavier ones there too, but it doesn't necessarily have to have
No.
heavier stones.
It's awkward. Like, it's every stone. Yesterday, I was lifting something like the 51 kilo
Yeah.
one. But there's some awkwardness about it. It's just we lift differently.
Yeah.
She'll lift in stages. I might lift it to one. It's different.
Yeah. And as we wrap up here, I always ask the same question. And I ask for 3 pieces of advice, whether it be life, stone lifting, competitions, you name it. What 3 pieces of advice would you give to folks?
Live your own life. Don't live your life through other people.
Mm-hmm.
Worry about you and what's around you, not what the outsiders looking in. They don't matter. Your version of your life. So that's my thing. Live your own life.
Yeah.
That's my biggest one, I reckon.
Sounds very what's it called?
It's like I got it off a card,
I know,
isn't it?
yeah. I'd say don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And believe in yourself. Believe in yourself is no matter what it is. And failure isn't a failure. Failure is the first step of learning. So if you can't lift it today, learn why you couldn't lift it, and then get wind under it. So as you said, the 5 stages of a lift. Sometimes we go, and on my very first stone tour, I got wind under one stone. So the next time I went to the same stone, it's like, I've got to get it to lap. There are stages of success more than a failure.
Mm-hmm.
And if you treat that, I just think that's one of the other things as well. You haven't failed. And I say to you, Donna, when we train, if there's a lift that you're failing on, that ain't your last lift at the gym. You always walk out on a success.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's picking up a dumbbell or something else different or dropping the weight down a wee bit, always walk out the gym with a successful lift. Never walk out on that last lift that you haven't managed to do yet.
Last one, best one, always.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can't, it's not that you can't do it, so you can't do yet. That's the other thing I say to you. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this has been amazing pieces of advice for folks and really relatable to any, or even beyond stones. I have absolutely loved this chat so much. And I really thank you both for having me laugh over an alcoholic beverage at 7 in the morning, and for your honesty. Like, your honesty is absolutely refreshing. And it's something I think we all kind of have to grow into, and it takes a bit of practice to do that. But I think that what really comes through is that for you, even though we're talking about stones, it's more than that. It's about how you're moving through life together without taking yourselves too seriously, like the Fuck It Club. And I hope all of us can be brave enough to get t-shirts one day to join the Fuck It Club, because really I think that being a member is a part of growth and development, and we all need to get there at one point. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, no, thank you so much to everyone for listening to this show. You can see Tom and Kelly on their pages on what they've got coming up, what they're doing, where they're pissing next. And if this episode has made you laugh, think, or want to pick up something heavy, please give a like and subscribe. Thanks so much for joining the show. Thanks, Kelly and Tom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.